Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Vicky and I am back for another video. So I haven't shared this before and I wasn't sure if I was going to, but since I'm traveling to another state tomorrow to meet with a specialist, I figured I would do a video on something that I was diagnosed with. It's called lipedema. And what lipedema is, it's a connective tissue disorder. So what lipedema bodies do is there's a usually leaky lymph fluid in your limbs, and your body grows fibrous mesh, like a fibrous puff, like if you can think about a puff, but fibrous tissue. And in the tissue, kind of interconnected, are all these little cysts, and they are fatty cysts that are interconnected with fibers. And so there's a lot of questions about why this happens to some people and not others. But I do know from my own research that 11% of all women have it. So since I now have researched it to the extent that I have, and that I am diagnosed with it, I recognize it everywhere I go. And I want to run up to women just randomly and say, I think you have lipedema. But my husband, who has more social skills, says that is a bad idea. So I'm putting out a video just to talk about symptoms that I had more or less when they started and where I'm at now. So I got the first sense that something was different when I went for an exam in college, the female exam, but above the waist, so not to be graphic. And I was told that there were just lumps, like a lot of them. And they don't necessarily belong there. It wasn't cancer. It was just weird tissue. And I'm saying around age 20. I always was shaped like a pear, especially since I reached adulthood. My general shape is not the apple, I'm the pear. And I always bruised really easily. So if I bumped a table, I'd have a bruise there. And even as a teenager, I'm talking 15 years old, I had spider veins. 15-year-olds usually don't have to worry about those, but I always had them. So I never was like the other girls in school. So so that was my teens into my college years. And then a little bit later on, I started going to get scans done of things that ladies have to get scans done of, and I was told I had fibrocystic tissue. I had it on the sides of my hips. I lost a lot of weight, probably start to finish I lost 60 pounds when I was in my 20s, and I had really painful tissue. So the sides of my hips, when I'd be in the gym doing an exercise, I'd lay on my side in the exercise class, and I couldn't do it. Like, it hurt to lay on my side. And then once I lost more weight, laying in bed was painful. And I just thought that, well, when you get skinny, everyone's in pain all the time. Everything it hurts to lay in bed. That's just normal, right? Because I had never been that thin ever in my life. So I noticed an increase in my body pain, and then fibrocystic tissue in certain places that was seen on scans at the doctor's office. Okay, and so moving on. So in my 30s, I started to have a hard time with fatigue. I was gardening, and I started to get really tired after I was spending the day gardening. And I started having a hard time raising my arms up higher. I figured it was just muscle weakness, and so I tried to work out a little harder. But once I started having children, things really accelerated. And that's another thing about lipedema, is that hormone changes spread it. quickly spread it. So I had babies at 33, 35, 37, and 39. And every successive pregnancy afterward, I would notice cysts in new places, to the point now where I literally have cysts from my collarbone all the way down to my ankles, everywhere. And I had 4 pregnancies, and it just seemed to have made it worse. So today, what I struggle with is, at the end of the day, I have a lot of swelling in my legs. My legs are very heavy. I've been trying to exercise. It's very exhausting though. So usually after I exercise, I'm pretty worn out. Even just doing my favorite exercise, which is jogging on the treadmill. I love to jog and listen to my tunes or my, my podcast or whatever. And then as I have gotten older, because I'm approaching the big 50, I'm starting to have trouble walking, and it's hard. Like I have to warm up to walking, which sounds ridiculous. And that started in my 30s, and it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. I also struggle with sleep disturbance, anxiety, and I am in chronic pain now at this point. So now, those are symptoms, my non-exhaustive on my napkin list of things that I'm experiencing right now. I'm going to a specialist tomorrow to explore a surgical solution, or at least a surgical correction, maybe, that involves removal of the fibrocystic tissue that is paining me so much. So that is tomorrow. I have to travel to another state though. There are not a lot of specialists for this that will do the surgery. And so I have to travel for this one, but it's totally worth it because I don't want to be incapacitated. My mom is 20 years older than me, and she's not able to walk or do the basic bodily function things without help now. And she has the same thing I did, similar symptoms. Growing up, I didn't understand it, and she was just told that she was obese, that just she needed to lose weight, eat less, move more. And so she would try, and she could lose a little bit of weight, but this is not tissue you can lose through diet and exercise. It doesn't respond to diet and exercise. One of the videos I saw said that your body can't access the tissue inside the cyst, the fatty tissue inside the cyst. It's like encapsulated, and you have no access to it. So it has to be surgically removed. And so that's the treatment I'm exploring. I'm going to do a second video, I think, maybe today, things that help me to deal with the pain and the swelling, and to minimize the discomfort, because there's a higher instance of offing yourself if you have this, and I don't want to get there. So you have to take care of yourself. Like, you have to take extra care of yourself if you have this. So that's my list. I will write the spelling of lipedema in the description so that you can look it up yourself. There's a lot of good, I got a text from my sister. There's a lot of good information out there. So do the research, and if you have it, a lot of insurance will cover it, surgical removal. So if you are struggling and suffering with this, I can share with you tips on what I'm doing to get surgery covered. So maybe I'll do a video of that too, just to make sure the information's out there, because we're told we're just obese and we just need to, diet, we need to exercise. And guess what? It doesn't work for lipedema. That doesn't work. So, okay. If you have any suggestions for other videos I should make, let me know in the comment section down below. If not, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye.